Hey my beautiful peeps, what's going on everybody? It's Ant from CancerMoonsTarot and welcome into your mid-November 2023 all signs check-in. How are you? I hope you guys are doing well. I do want to mention, if you want to skip ahead to your sign, feel free to use the timestamps. They're going to be posted in the pinned top comment in the description box, in the comment section, and they will also be posted here in the description box as well, so definitely feel free to skip ahead if you'd like to. But if you're still with me, got a couple of things to announce. First and foremost, how are you? Hope you're excited for mid-November 2023. If you do want to get yourself a personal reading this month, I wanted to mention that there is a sale right now on 15-minute personal readings. So if you would like to get 20% off, use code November23 at checkout for that 20% off discount. It will be going on all November long, so do take advantage of it if you're interested. But without further ado here, everybody, we're going to be taking a look here today with the tarot, and then at the end of the read, we'll be taking a look with one oracle card. So we'll pull one oracle card here as well, and let's go ahead and begin. We're going to start from Aries to Pisces. So jumping on in here to our Ram fam, let's see what we got here going on. What do we got showing up here for Aries, baby? Sun, Moon, Rise, and Venus. Moving on into mid-November 2023. What's going to be showing up here for our Ram fam? Messages coming on in here for Aries throughout mid-November 2023. Let's see what's up here, guys. Starting out with the overall energy, we got here the Four of Swords, the current energy. We have here the Chariot, what you're dealing with, the Page of Cups. And taking a look here at the outcome of the month, we have here the Two of Swords coming into play here for ya. Well, first and foremost here, Team Aries, we do begin here with the Four of Swords. Four of Swords is typically the energy about taking a moment to rest. You could be taking a break from something temporarily. This could be the energy, though, of needing either genuine rest or needing a break from some sort of person, situation, etc. Now, you do pair this Four Swords with the Chariot card being the overall to the current. So for the current energy, the Chariot kind of looks to me like coming into your month here. It's all about deciding, I need a break from something and I need to focus on a different direction. So it's kind of like you're routing yourself in a new direction. You're rerouting, if you will. And I think that, I'm hearing detour as well. So there could be some sort of detour happening here this month as well, whether that be energetically, physically, etc. But I feel like in the sense here, there is a detour happening. So you're taking a break here from something right now, rerouting your energy, taking a bit of a detour and jumping into something else, having a look at what you're dealing with. Page of Cups. Page of Cups here is about what you're putting your energy into, what you're putting your investments into. And I think that one of the major reasons as to why this detour is happening is looking at the outcome here, Two of Swords. You're kind of left in a state here of confusion. You're left in a state here of what's the word that I'm looking for here? Indecision is what I would say here for this time. So Aries, I'm kind of getting the feeling here for you coming up in mid-November, you're indecisive. I think that right now you kind of want to see the best of both worlds. You want to look at both situations. You want to look at both paths and figure out what's going to be the best path for me. So you could be taking a break right now from one path and then jumping on a detour here to another. And you're going and experiencing this other path to see, is this what I want more than what I've already been invested in? So I feel like you're taking some time here to see if something could be better than what you already have. For example, maybe right now this is in the retrospective career. You can be taking a pause here on your current career, jumping into a different field, getting a little bit of a feel for it, seeing how, like, maybe is this new career going to be better for me? Is this what I want to be invested into? You're giving yourself time here to figure it out. You're allowing yourself to kind of explore your options. And I think that's super important, man, for anybody. At the end of the day, if we're just going to stay committed to something just for the sake of staying committed, we're not going to allow ourselves to be open up to maybe the idea of something being better. And I think that for you, Aries, you're open up to that idea very much so coming into this month. It's like, yeah, I've been so used to doing something one way for a long time. Maybe there's a better way. I've been so used to this job for the long time or for a huge long time, but maybe there's a better job out there. It's like there could be a better alternative. And I think that the only way you're going to explore that and figure that out here this month is by taking that detour. It is by taking that opportunity to jump into that second opportunity or that second path and really explore it and see if something comes of it. So I would actually urge Aries people that are watching here to go ahead and give some sort of new path here a chance, because I think that you might find that the grass is greener on the other side. You may find that the other path is better in comparison to the path you've already been on. So the Chariot here says, hey, go forward, give it a go, see what happens. Page of Cups here says, make the investment here, Team Aries. So very interesting read here coming up in mid-November. Of course, this can apply in a multitude of areas. It could be about love. It could be about friendship. It could be about your career. It could be about your personal path or anything of that nature, family matters, however it applies to you. But I do see here that there is some sort of new opportunity extending its way to you. And who knows, maybe it can be better. But the only way you're going to find out is by giving it a go, right? The only way you're going to find out is by giving it a chance. So I would say here, Aries, if you find yourself needing a bit of a break from where you've currently been, and if you've been thinking about the possibility of something better being out there for you, why not? You know, why not go in that new direction? You might be surprised at what it is you find, okay? Moving on forward, though, let's see the Oracle card. What Oracle card do we have here for Aries? Coming on in to mid-November 2023. What do they need to hear? We got quite a few, but I'll take these two since they flipped. We have here the crown chakra and spread your wings, which is so awesome to see showing up here, because that's definitely in deep resonance with what's being said. I do feel like it is time to spread your wings, guys. It is time here to try something new. And with the crown chakra showing up over here, the crown is awesome because this is the energy here, right? What's going on in your mind? What's going on in your head? What have you been thinking about for the longest of times? I think you've been thinking about this for a while. Some sort of new beginning, some sort of change, some sort of new situation. And if that's been the case here for you, go ahead and listen to what your thoughts have been telling you. Go ahead here and listen to what you've been feeling called, directed, and guided towards, and spread your wings, baby, okay? All right, Team Ram fam, I like that for you. Yeah, it's kind of like the universe's call. If you're feeling gravitated this month towards something new, if you're feeling gravitated towards giving something a chance other than what you've previously been doing, try the new thing. It might turn out so much better, and as I previously mentioned, you might even be surprised, okay? All right, Ram fam, I love you. That is what I have here in store for your mid-November, so take it if it resonates, of course, leave it if it doesn't, but guys, thank you so much for coming out here nonetheless. Really appreciate you, okay? All right, Team Aries. Now, as we touch base here with our Aries, we're going to go ahead and jump on into our Taurus. So let's see what's popping here for the Bull Gang coming on into mid-November 2023. What's going on here for Taurus, baby? Sun, Moon, Rise, and Venus in the next this is not the daily reading, so it's not the next 24 hours, Taurus, but what's going on here for you in mid-November? Messages here for Taurus coming up in mid-November 2023. Overall energy, we got here the Queen of Wands. Current energy showing up, the Knight of Swords, what you're dealing with, King of Cups, and looking at the outcome here, we got a Nine of Wands showing up as well. Going from a confident energy like a Queen of Wands to a Nine of Wands for the outcome's quite interesting, so we'll see what's happening there. But first and foremost, we begin here with the Queen of Wands. This is the energy of confidence. It's the energy of embracing who you are and embracing yourself to the fullest. But I do see here with the current energy being the Knight of Swords, maybe after conversations and communication with other people, you might find that you don't feel as confident here as maybe you once did. Maybe you don't feel as secure. Maybe you don't feel as in your power or comfortable to be yourself. I see a situation happening here, Taurus, this month, and I'm picking up on this intuitively because I would never say this about the King of Cups, but the King of Cups here is giving me a little bit of an icky vibe. Looking at what you're dealing with, Taurus, King of Cups showing up here. Typically, the King of Cups represents somebody who's loving, somebody who's compassionate, but I feel like this is somebody here who's trying to say, Taurus, I'm only saying this because I love you. Taurus, I'm only saying this because I care. But it's not real, genuine love and compassion. It's somebody masking genuine love and compassion. But what's actually behind it, it doesn't feel all that positive. It feels like somebody here bringing you down rather than lifting you up. So I'm getting the feeling here for Taurians, one of the major warnings I want to give you coming into mid-November 2023 is to really watch out for the people who are saying anything that may seem like it's loving, but feels the exact opposite. Be really mindful here of the feeling. It's not about what people are saying. Somebody can say, I love you, and they can fucking hate your guts. That's just the true raw honesty, but you can tell the difference between what somebody says and how you feel when they say it versus the difference, right? Somebody here could say, Taurus, I love you, and you can feel that they love you, but somebody can also say, I love you, and you can feel that maybe they don't. So pay really close attention here to the feeling that you're getting. I think the feeling is going to be incredibly important because looking at the outcome here for Taurians, we have the Nine of Wands. I mentioned in the beginning, I said it was really odd that you went from a Queen of Wands all the way down to a Nine of Wands. Queen of Wands is confidence, Nine of Wands is withdrawn. It's emotionally withdrawn. So I'm getting that feeling here where maybe somebody's coming in with this energy and they're like trying to mask it as compassion and mask it as love. They're like, well, Taurus, I love you, but maybe you shouldn't do this. Taurus, I love you, but maybe, you could work on this a little bit more. Like, I feel like somebody knocking you down kind of energy, but they're trying to say it's coming from a place of love. So really something to be mindful about. This could be anybody, by the way. friends, family members, lovers. You know, this energy can be coming from anybody who's around you and who's in your circle. But like I've previously said, really pay close attention here this month to the feeling you get, not the words that people tell you. And if you find yourself feeling down, feeling kind of knocked down or struck down by these individuals, do bring to your awareness that that is their intention. At the end of the day, what they say does not validate how it is you feel of yourself. So really bring in a lot of self-validation here this month, Taurus. Make sure you're validating yourself as much as possible. If you start out strong in this Queen of Wands energy, don't let nobody dim your motherfucking shine. Point blank, period. So definitely do watch out here for this snake in the garden kind of energy. I do feel like people here could be masking, pretending they're coming from a place of compassion and love, but you can feel the tonality behind it. You can feel the, negativity and the feeling behind it kind of bringing you down. Don't let them bring you down. Remember, you're in your own power. You can choose to resonate with whatever you want, but don't resonate with people who don't have the best intention for you at heart. Don't resonate with people's BS. At this time, if you're the Queen of Wands, stay the Queen of Wands. Remain in your power here, Taurus, and don't let this person get you, okay? So definitely pay attention to the feeling. If you notice something's off, then note and acknowledge that they have those negative intentions and they're not for you, but instead they're serving against you. Now, hopping on into your oracle for the mid-month, let's see what comes out here for Team Taurus. What do we got showing up here in the oracle for Taurus? What card do they need to hear for mid-November 2023? What's up? And what do we have? We have here open up showing up for you. So the open up card's actually really wonderful to see here because the open up card here says, Taurus, it's also a time to unlock your higher power. I get the sense here too that if somebody's being rather triggering towards you this month in a way, it could be a karmic situation trying to open you up even more to unlocking your how do I say this? I was almost going to say unlocking your form like it's like Goku, but it's like unlocking your highest potential to feel as confident and comfortable in yourself. This is a little bit far out. Take this if this applies. It might resonate with some of you, may not, but it almost kind of feels to me like some of you could be dealing with a karmic situation where somebody here is triggering you, and they're triggering you for the intention so that you open up and you learn to find that comfort within yourself, that comfort to be who you are, to express who you are, and to really feel within your power. It's like somebody here is testing you. It's like, Taurus, are you really going to let this person drag you down? Or are you going to say, fuck it, their opinion is irrelevant. Screw other people's validation. The only validation that's important is my own self-validation. So I even feel to a certain degree, there could be some sort of karmic situation happening here with this King of Cups. This person triggering you, whether they're aware of it or not, could be doing this on your path to almost make you open up and get more secure within yourself, to learn to pay no attention to what other people think and what other people's negativity has, or how other people's negativity has an effect on you. Because remember, nobody can affect you unless you let them. Right? So I do think that for some of you, you can be experiencing that. So I find that very fascinating with the open up card showing up for you. Either way though, with the open up card coming out here as well, I think to a certain degree, Taurus, the general thing that's being said here is whether or not you're dealing with this karmic situation, whether or not you're just dealing with somebody here who's a fake person. I think that the most important thing to recognize about this month in mid-November is that as long as you allow yourself to open up to your full transparency, and you allow yourself to be comfortable with who you genuinely are, then nothing and no one should be able to hurt you if you validate yourself walking forward. So don't pay attention to the naysayers. Don't pay attention to what anybody else has to say. It's about what you really think about yourself. And if you find comfort in that and security in that, you're going to be in your power. All right, Taurus, love that for you. Take it if it resonates, leave it if it doesn't. But very fascinating message here for sure. All right, Team Taurus, thank you for stopping by. Really appreciate you. Hope you guys enjoy the rest of your November. So we touched base here with our Taurians. Let's jump on into the Gemini and see what's going on here, baby. What's going to be showing up for Gemini? Sun, Moon, Rise, and Venus. Throughout mid-November 2023, what's showing up here for the Gems? Throughout mid-November 2023. Let's go ahead and take a look, baby. Starting out with the overall energy, we got a King of Wands. Looking at the current energy, Queen of Swords, what you're dealing with here. 6 of Cups, looking at the outcome. 10 of Wands, coming on out to play. All right, Team Gemini, let's go ahead and talk about it. First things first, King of Wands coming out here for the overall energy. I would say here, you definitely have your focus on something. You have your mind on something, your focus on something, your energy focused on something. All right. different ways to put it. But either way, you're genuinely focused on a situation. Looking at the current energy though, Queen of Swords. I feel like you are looking at something more clearly than you ever have before. And I think that for the vast majority of Geminis, what you're starting to see incredibly clear is something that happened or occurred within your past. Looking at what you're dealing with here, the Six of Cups. Six of Cups here represents the past energy, things that have occurred before. And I think that for you right now, Gems, it's like I haven't been able to see this so clearly, but for some reason now, I can see so clearly what happened and what occurred in the past. And looking at the outcome here being the Ten of Wands here represents the energy of burdens. It represents the energy of pain. It represents the energy of going through a lot. And I think that maybe in the past, you didn't put the pieces together. You may not have or might not have seen why you were hurting so much or why you've struggled so much. But I think that there's going to be key pieces forming together here coming into mid-November that all add up and start to make sense. You know, if you found yourself in the past being heavily depressed, maybe there was an influence of somebody who was around you that could have been causing that energy. Maybe it was a way you were thinking or a thought form. Maybe it was a specific person. Maybe it was just a genuine situation. And it's like, I didn't see it in the past before, but I see it now. And as you start to see something here so clearly as to what happened in your past, I think it also adds up on how your past affects you today. So with the King of Wands showing up here, this is about reclaiming your power. This is also a card here that's representing changing and shifting your focus. Gemini, you're the person who's in control of your focus. Where your attention goes is inevitably where energy flows. So if you want to go ahead and shift and change the energy, you have to change the focus. And I think that by going back to the past, it's put things into perspective for you. You've seen clearly what has caused burdens in your life. You have seen clearly what is not good for me, what has had negative effects on me. And when you can clarify that and see it clearly, you can go ahead and remove and cast out those things from your life. So I do see a massive clearing happening for a good amount of you. Jumping into mid-November, it's like, oh, that person did me really dirty in the past. Okay, I need to remove that person from my life. Or maybe after this situation happened, I can see how it led to what's going on in my present time. So I need to go ahead and remove myself and detach myself from that too. So it's about seeing everything add up, seeing what's not healthy for you, removing things that maybe are toxins or are unhealthy or negative energies. And with the King of Wands, it's like it's time to redirect my focus, because once again, where my attention goes is where my energy flows. So I don't want to be dealing with this. Ten of Wands. I think for many of you this month is going to be about clearing out the burdens, clearing out the negative energies, clearing out what doesn't serve. And after we go through that period of clearing, which is going to be super fantastic for you, by the way, now it's the time where we get to shift our focus. What do I want to put my attention on? What energy do I want to flow to me? Let's go ahead and shift my focus there. Okay, so Geminis, I like that a lot for you, actually. Now, I'm not sure if there's a major influence. There could be some sort of astrological event maybe that might be coming up that could be prompting you to revisit the past or see clarity when you visit the past here. But it's going to be really wonderful for helping you really work through a lot of the burdens that I think still affect you today. And as we get to cast all that out, it's like, okay, all right, basically where I put my focus, where my attention goes is where energy flows. Let's go ahead and start putting my focus somewhere good to go ahead and get some good ass energy rolling on into my life, right? So Geminis, I like that. Take that if it resonates, of course. Let's hop on into your Oracle card here though and see what's showing up here for you, Gemini. So what message does Gemini need to hear? Or what is the best Oracle card for Gemini? Coming on in November, mid-November 2023. What do we got? And we got here, rest and reconsider. Yeah, absolutely. This is a perfect time for taking a break and revisiting and going back to the past. And, you know, when you are in a place where you can kind of pull back instead of being so busy or being so overwhelmed, it's when you can really put things into perspective. So resting and reconsidering is awesome. I think that it's a great time to take the opportunity at the second half of the month to really draw back from everyday life and, you know, take a moment to kind of reflect on what's happened, what's occurred in your past, what's occurred around you, what's going on in your present life. You know, it's going to be a great time to bring everything into your awareness and let your awareness come full circle. So Geminis, take this if it resonates, leave it if it doesn't, but really, really good message. I think the reflection here is going to help a lot. And in a way, even though this says reconsider, I almost feel like this is rest and redirection, if you will, because this second half of the month is going to have you redirecting your energy, your focus, and your life into a completely different space. So really cool message. Take it if it applies, leave it if it doesn't. But Gemini, thank you for coming out here so much nonetheless. Really, really appreciate you. Okay? All right, baby. So we have touched base here with the Geminis. Let's go ahead and hop on into the Cancer. Team Cancer, welcome in. Mid-November time, baby. Let's see what's going on for you at this time. What's showing up here for Cancer, baby? Sun, Moon, Rise, and Venus throughout mid-November 2023. What's going to be going on here for our lovely Cancer gang? Let's go ahead and check it out, y'all. Starting out here with the overall energy Cancer, we got here an Ace of Wands. Looking at the current energy, the Ten of Pence. What you're dealing with here, the World card. They do look similar, World card and Wheel of Fortune. Looking at the outcome for you, Cancer, Queen of Cups, showing up here too. All right. Well, I do want to point out this Ace of Wands. First and foremost, overall energy, the Ace of Wands. Mid-November feels like a very passionate time. It also feels very creative for you, Cancerian. I'm kind of feeling a lot of sacral chakra vibes. So this could be the perfect time where you're feeling a lot more creative. You're feeling a lot more expressive of your creativity, which is fantastic with that Ace of Wands. But at the same time, Ace of Wands is a generalized card of new beginnings. And I do think that if you're at a point here where you're creating something new in your life, Cancer, this is also a verification that there is a green light to go for something. So if you've wanted to start a new business, if you've wanted to start a new relationship, if you wanted to start a new career path, I think that it's a perfect time here to start fresh, to start new. You can really see something go in a wonderful direction. Ten of Pentacles here says you have a lot of support. So the Ten of Pence is great. This represents a lot of stability. It represents a solid foundation. So for the Cancers here that are thinking about, well, I want to start fresh in my career, perfect time to do it. If you were to do it, it does feel to me that you have a great foundation and support surrounding this. You know, same thing with relationships. If there's somebody you've been really interested in, you want to take that next step, it feels great to start here now. There will be a lot of support behind it. So definitely seeing a lot of support coming in here for Cancers in terms of beginning something new, jumping into mid-November. I see a World card showing up here, which represents new cycles. So it means a new chapter of your life here is getting ready to begin, but are you going to take the leap, Cancer? That is the most important part I feel that needs to be spoken about. Are you going to take that leap? Because action is everything. You know, you can see this new beginning or see something new you'd like to do, but by not taking action, you're going to miss out on having this new chapter start or delay this new chapter from starting in your life. You know, looking at the outcome here, Cancer, Queen of Cups. Queen of Cups here represents to me that you would be very emotionally fulfilled and happy with this experience. So I say go for it. You know, what I'm seeing here for Cancers in mid-November is a green light to begin something new in your life. And it could be anything. This could be about a relationship, love, it could be about family, it could be about something going on in career. So if it fits, cool. If it doesn't, don't worry about it. But I just want to throw that out there, guys. It's a perfect time here to start new. I really do feel with that Ten of Pentacles, there's a lot of support showing up here for Cancers. So that really is quite wonderful. So don't be afraid here to tap into something new, guys, and start fresh. All right, but let's go ahead and get your Oracle card, Cancer, and see what's showing up for you. What Oracle do we have here for Cancerian? If I can shuffle my cards. Coming on into November 2023. What Oracle card do we have here for Cancer that's going to be best suited to them? Let's take a look. What do we got? We got here Reach Out, baby. Hell yes. I love this card showing up for you because Reach Out literally says, reach out, Cancer. It is time to reach for the stars. It is time to reach out to that new beginning you're looking for, okay? I keep hearing green light. I keep hearing opportunity. So Cancer, once again, it's a perfect time here to really go in the direction that you want to. So it's a great time to reach out to it, okay? If you stay withdrawn, you're going to delay a new chapter of your life starting. But if you've been getting the call, Cancer, because this is going to resonate to the Cancers who have been getting the call. You would have heard from the universe for a while now. Hey, Cancer, it's time to do something new with that career, you know? It's time to do something new with love. It's time to do something new with your own creativity, right? You've been feeling that call for a minute. And if you have been resonating with this so far, and if you've been feeling that call, it's the perfect time, Cancer, to say, you know what? I'm ready to answer that call, universe. I'm ready to jump into this new beginning. I'm ready to start from scratch and start fresh. And just know, Cancer, that in doing so, you're supported by the universe here. You're supported and backed up by your guides. And there's going to be so much stability, I think, surrounding whatever you're creating here. And it's going to be a beautiful new start and a beautiful new chapter. So Cancers, reach out. Most important thing here for sure. All right, Cancerian. All right, Cancer. Love you guys. Take it if it applies, of course. Leave it if it doesn't, but have a great rest of your November, and I'll catch y'all later, okay? All right, Cancer. Let's keep it moving forward. Jumping on into the Leo. What's going on here for our Lion Gang? Coming on into mid-November. All right, Team Leo. Let's see what's up. What do we got going on for Leo? Sun, Moon, Rise, and Venus. Throughout mid-November 2023, what information is showing up here for Leo throughout mid-November 2023? Let's go ahead and give it a check out, y'all. Starting out with the overall energy, what do we got? We got here the Eight of Swords, looking at the current energy, the Two of Swords, what you're dealing with, Knight of Cups, looking at the outcome here is going to be the Ace of Pentacles for Team Leo. So, beginning here with the overall energy, Eight of Swords coming out for Leos, you could be finding yourself in mid-November feeling a little bit inside your head, feeling a little trapped inside your mind. You could be overthinking about a situation, somebody specific can be on your mind, or something that had occurred or happened could be on your mind here as well. But looking at the current energy here paired with the Eight of Swords, I'm kind of getting the feeling here what's on your mind the most could be something that you're really, really invested in, or someone you're really, really close with. Two of Cups can represent a relationship, but it could represent a close friendship, a close family member. It could represent a job you feel really invested and tied into. So, you know, something's on your mind here that you hold very near and dear to your heart. And I see here with the Knight of Cups showing up for you, I think you're trying to take something that you hold very near and dear to you to the next level with the Knight of Cups. And I do feel like opportunities are showing up here, but you're in your head. I'm kind of almost feeling the energy of having doubts, Leo, but let me go ahead and clarify so I don't get you guys any sort of mixed messages. So give me one moment to clarify this. Why do we have the Eight of Swords showing up here? Is the Eight of Swords representing the energy of doubts? What do we got? The Tower. So I think you're afraid here, Leo. You're afraid to lose what you have, and I think that you're doubtful of creating long-term stability in some sort of situation. It's like things have been so good, suspiciously good. I'm so worried that a Tower moment's going to happen. You know, the Two of Cups could be, I'm in a fantastic relationship right now. Me and this person vibe so well. Me and this person are so damn close. I don't know if we're going to have this stability forever, but damn, do I enjoy it. Well, then why don't you take that time to fully enjoy it, Leo? Submerge yourself in the experience of enjoying the good stuff that's in front of you. The last thing you want to do is let the worries get to you, because then you're going to miss out on actually having the time to enjoy what great things are happening in front of you. Whether this is a fantastic relationship, whether work is going so amazingly, whether this is about your own personal projects really being brought out to life, you have a wonderful, wonderful situation in front of you this month that I think you really do appreciate. But when I see the Knight of Cups here, I think what's happening is like, okay, things are fantastic. They're good. How do I take it up a notch? How do I take it to the next level? Because I'm scared of losing what I have now. So if I can do more to keep this situation positive, what's going to happen is from your perspective, it's going to create more opportunity. Things are going to be more balanced. Things are going to be more stable. But sometimes less is more. I've learned in my situation that the more I try to protect, or the more I try to advance something and make it better and better and better, out of fear of losing it, 9 times out of 10, I'm never enjoying myself. I'm never enjoying what's in front of me. But also, it doesn't make much of a difference. It's not going to protect me any better the more I invest or the less I invest. But by simply just being happy with what's in front of me, that's what everything, or that's what it's all about. That's what it really matters, you know? That's what matters in general here, Leo. You know, I remember for a long time when I started YouTube, I was fucking terrified, right? I was like, I got to do more and more and more, man, because I got to keep the people happy. I got to keep myself happy. I got to make sure everything's going good and going smooth. I had anxiety out the tits about YouTube, man. And as I learned over almost 6 years now of doing what I do, you know, if I'm adding more, if I'm adding less, if I'm trying my hardest to protect it out of fear of losing what I've built and what I've created, it's not going to help me elevate any better, and it's not going to let me enjoy the process of what I'm doing. But if anything, it's going to cripple me from being able to be who I am and do what I need to do. It's a crippling energy when we get in our heads like that. So Leos, Ace of Pentacles showing up. I think there's a lot of opportunity and promise with this good thing in your life, whether it's a romantic partnership, a friendship, whether it is your business taking off. There's a lot of awesome opportunity showing up here, but don't let the fear get in the way, because here's the thing, what you fear 9 times out of 10 isn't coming true. But due to being so far in your head with fear, what ends up happening is more often than not, we push away the good things that we love out of a space of protection because we're so worried they'll fail. And I see that happen every day. People push away people push away the person they love out of fear of losing them. It's like, I might as well cut them off before they cut me off, And who says that that would ever happen in the first place, right? So these are the type of things and energies we want to get out of that doomed mentality, that panic mentality. We want to remove ourselves from that, Leo, and be fully present to the beautiful shit that's right in front of us, okay? All right, let's keep it moving forward. Let's see what oracle card you guys get. So what's coming up in the oracle here for Leo? Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus throughout mid-November 2023. What's showing up here in the oracle? And what do we got, Leo? We have here, observe. Abso-friggin-lutely, man. Observing energy is so freaking cool, but also very, very important. This is going to be the perfect time to catch yourself, guys. Observe is going hand in hand here with the energy of awareness. So, Leos, make sure you're observing yourself. You're observing and becoming aware of when you're in these moments. When you catch yourself worrying and getting into the energy of fear, observe it, but instead of allowing yourself to invest in the fear, just observe what's going on. This actually brings me to one of my favorite people that I watch on YouTube, Aaron Doughty, and I learned a long time ago from what he likes to practice. This is the ideology of observing your thoughts. What he does all the time is he lets his mind free roam. Instead of allowing himself to emotionally engage in the thoughts that he's thinking, he observes them at a neutral standpoint. No investing emotionally, just observing what's happening. A thought can cross his mind that's inherently negative, but he's not going to feel or feed into the negativity. He's just simply going to be neutral and observe it. And I think that with this card showing up for you, that's kind of a clarification saying, Leos, anytime you catch yourself slipping into the fear, observe the fear from a neutral standpoint. Instead of emotionally engaging with those thoughts, with those fears, with those worries, pull back. Oh yeah, that's a thought. Oh yeah, that's a scary thought. Okay. You don't have to invest your emotions. And if you can kind of start to pull back from there, you're no longer giving your power to the thoughts, but instead you're recognizing you have the power on which thoughts you want to invest your energy into. Now, with this kind of practice, I've been doing it for a couple of years now, ever since I heard about it. So shout out to Aaron. But what I start to do now is I recognize I can pick the thoughts I want to put my energy into. So when a lovely thought passes by in my mind, I can give that positive energy and invest it into that lovely thought. When a negative thought passes by, I can just observe it from a neutral standpoint and just be like, oh, okay, I don't resonate with that. So I don't need to put my energy into it, And it's really, really fucking powerful. So Leos, definitely take that into account. I think it would be really helpful and beneficial for you. But nonetheless, thank you for coming out to mid-November, Team Leo. Do enjoy the rest of your month. And thank you so much for stopping on by, okay? All right, guys, let's keep it popping, pushing, and moving forward. All right, Team Virgo, let's see what's up here, baby. Welcome on into mid-November 2023, and let's see what we got going on. What's going to be showing up here for the Virgo, baby? Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus. Coming on into mid-November 2023, what's going on here for the Virgos? Throughout mid-November 2023. Let's go ahead and give it a check out, everybody. Starting out with the overall energy, we got here the World card, taking a look at the current energy, 8 of Cups, what you're dealing with here. You got an Ace of Cups looking at the outcome as well. We have here the 6 of Cups showing up too. Now, Team Virgo, we do begin here with the World card. So with this energy showing up here for you, definitely feels to me like this is about out with the old, in with the new, right? We talk about the World card as a completion of a cycle, but when one door closes, inevitably another door opens. And speaking of walking away, you got here that 8 of Cups, which is extra clarification that you're walking away from something, but walking towards something new. Now, I see for many of you, it can be new love. We have here the Ace of Cups, which is quite lovely. So you might find yourself walking into a new connection this month. You might find yourself at the second half of the month here, walking towards something more fulfilling now that's been more fulfilling than ever. It doesn't have to be just strictly love-based. So I do want to acknowledge that. This could be about saying, you know what? I think I really found my calling. When it comes to the retrospect of my career, I feel like I really found my calling in what I want to do with my life. Some of you may even be feeling like you're finding your purpose here, showing up in the second half of the month, which is quite lovely as well. But I think that what we're looking at here is I can acknowledge that a cycle or a chapter of my life just doesn't resonate with me anymore. It's closed, but I'm glad to see the new chapter in front of me. Ace of Cups is the new chapter, right? The new fulfilling aspect that you're walking on into. So it's not that you're being left here empty-handed. Hey, a chapter closed and there's nothing around the corner. No, the chapter closes, but here comes this brand new situation, and it's going to be be very enjoyable. Looking at the outcome here, Six of Cups, you're ready here to lay your previous chapter in the past, and you're ready to leave it in the past here and lay it to rest entirely. So Virgos, it is a very, very generalized reading here coming into the second half of your month, but I think that it's quite a lovely one to say the least, right? You're tapping into this new beginning here, and it's not about nothing's going on, nothing's around the corner. It's like out with the old and boom, we're into the new here at this time. So whatever new thing may be coming up for you, that really is quite wonderful to see. Now let's have a look and see what oracle card you're getting here at this time, Team Virgo. Also want to note on top of this as well, this is so scorpionic looking at this reading, right? We're in Scorpio season for November, and it makes a lot of sense because the scorpionic energy, right? It's all about allowing what needs to come to a completion, come to that completion, and it's time for something new to be reborn, right? Scorpio is the death and the rebirth, and that is the energy that a lot of people collectively are going to be seeing, experiencing, and feeling showing up here into this month. So just wanted to make a quick note on that as well. I think that scorpionic energy and the Scorpio season itself does have indeed a lot to do with it. But let's get back into it, guys. Let's see what oracle card you have showing up here for mid-November 2023. All right, Virgo, what do we got? We got here, choose your battles. I like this card actually a lot because this is the time where we have to recognize what's worth it and what's not. And I think you see that very clearly, especially with the change of chapters happening in your life. It's the realization that, hey, maybe the current timeline I'm on, it's just not worth it anymore. That's okay. But this new thing, that's worth it for me. I want to go ahead and move in that direction anyways. So choosing your battles is about more so bringing to your attention what's going to be worth it, what's worth the investment, what's not. I mean, you hear choose your battles all the time, especially when it comes towards any sort of conflict with people, right? Is it worth fighting with this person, especially somebody that when you talk to them, it's like talking to a brick wall? More often than not, it's not really worth it, so choose your battles. Maybe when you're battling with somebody who's going to be willing to listen to you, be understanding of you, that's a different story, but if somebody here is going to be a brick wall, forget about it, right? Either way, though, Team Virgo, choosing your battles here, I think, is about more so drawing to your attention what's worth it, what isn't. And you're going to start to see that change. I think you're going to notice within your own being this month, a lot may possibly change within yourself of what you feel is worth it and what isn't, point blank period. And that is a natural thing that happens as we continue to change. We may want something one day. The next day, we may not. We may change what we want. So definitely changes are to be expected here this month. And I think that you should draw your attention now to what you're resonating with now while leaving behind in the past what you feel no longer fits you and what no longer is in your vibrational resonance, okay? All right, though, Team Virgos, enjoy your second half of the month. Really do appreciate you coming out. And thank you so much, all right? All right, Virgo. Let's keep it popping, pushing, and moving forward. So we're going to go ahead on now and hop on into our Libra. So Team Libra, welcome in. Let's see what's up here for mid-November 2023. What's going on here for you, Team Libra? All right, message is coming in for the Libra, baby. Sun, Moon, Rise, and Venus throughout mid-November 2023. What's going to be showing up here for Team Libra throughout mid-November 2023. Overall energy for you is the Four of Cups. Taking a look at the current energy, the Queen of Swords, what you're dealing with here, Libra, the Knight of Pentacles, and the outcome is going to be the Queen of Pentacles as well. Something definitely automatically feels very, very slow with the Knight of Pentacles, but let's go ahead and get on into it here for you at this time. Now, first things first, you do begin here with the Four of Cups. Four of Cups is representing the energy of not taking an opportunity. It usually is about walking away from an opportunity. It's about ignoring something. You're kind of in a space, excuse me, guys, you're kind of in a space here where you may not want what's being presented to you, to say the least, Libra, Looking at the current energy, you got here the Queen of Swords. So Queen of Swords is about detachment. It's about cutting away from something. So I think that in the general consensus here, Libra, many of you are cutting away from something coming into the month of mid-November. Looking at what you're dealing with, though, I wouldn't doubt that the reasoning behind this is due to the nature of something moving incredibly slow with the Knight of Pentacles. Knight of Pentacles energy is known in the tarot to be the slowest card and the slowest moving energy that you experience. Now, sometimes slow and steady wins the race, and that's fantastic, but other times it may be too slow for you to handle. Maybe it's just not on the same wavelength as you. It's not in resonance with you. And I see here with the outcome being the Queen of Pentacles. Queen of Pentacles is like, my priorities need to be met, Sometimes I just can't waste time, right, on waiting for something to come through. For example, right, let's say you need money now. Are you going to want money to come in slowly? Or are you going to want it to come in a little quicker than that? A lot more quicker than that. Most of you are screaming at me right now. So let's say right now you have this opportunity to make more money, but this is just a really slow opportunity. But then you have this job that's in front of you that you know you'll be getting that paycheck every single week. Most people are going to choose to go for that job where they're getting that paycheck and they're not going to sit there and wait around because we have bills to pay. We got stuff to do, right? So sometimes slow isn't good. It's not always the best kind of route to go down. I do think that inevitably long-term, maybe slow is a good thing, but sometimes the short-term is the most important versus the long-term aspects, right? So we have to put that into perspective, especially when we're looking at, tangible things, money, bills, anything of that nature. That's stuff that needs to get taken care of. Now, whether that's your situation, dealing with anything that is money related, career related this month, etc. I think that the general standpoint of your month is that right now, 4 cups, Queen of Swords, I can't wait on something that's moving too slow for me because I have priorities to take into account. Maybe right now you're waiting for somebody to get themselves together. Maybe you're a Libra who's a single mom and you've been dealing with somebody romantically for a while. And your person right now is kind of going back and forth on whether or not they can truly commit to you because maybe they're uncomfortable with the idea of a child. And at the end of the day, it's like, I'm sorry, I can't wait for you to man up. I mean, I get it. But at the end of the day, if you're not going to man up over here, I have a child to prioritize. That's going to be my priority. I'm not going to spend time putting so much investment in love. It's either you want me, you accept my child, or that is that, and we go our separate ways, It could be a scenario like that too. Now, what I'm pointing out here are simply examples. They're not necessarily what have to be your specific situation, but I think that you're getting the gist here for sure. So how it applies to you, but Queen of Pentacles says you need to put your priorities first. And I really do agree with that statement here for Libras that are watching coming into mid-November. So don't be afraid to put your priorities first right now because it's not about more so what other people are wanting or needing. Libra, this is a time to focus on what you need and making sure that your needs are indeed getting met, okay? All right, though, Team Libra, let's hop on into your oracle now and see what's showing up here for mid-November 2023. What oracle do we have here for Libra? Don't mind my cards here today, guys. These have been used for like almost 6 years now, so they are beat up. But what do we got, man? What oracle card is coming in here for Libras? What do they need to hear for mid-November 2023? And we have here the flow. Absolutely. Abso-friggin-lutely. Yeah. You're being called to go with the ebb and flow of things. I don't think that this is about, though, the energy of staying in a position of time where things are stuck or things are slow moving, because Knight of Pentacles can even represent stagnancy in its own way. It can be an energy that's halting. So the flow state card coming out for you is about Libra. It's time to go to what works, what's going to meet your needs, what's going to meet your priorities. Go with the flow in that direction, right? I think it's something very important to bring up. Let's say right now, this is just an example too. Let's say right now money is a little bit tight. It's tough. It's hard. And you've had a opportunity for a job lined up for a while that you've really wanted, but it's going to be a slow process in getting into that stable job. It's like you can wait for that to happen and not have an income and still be dealing with a bit of the struggles, or you can take that minimum wage job that's at least going to pay the bills for the time being, It's like, why not take that minimum right now? Get the money. The cash is what's needed, right? We need the cash. That's a priority. Let's start bringing in the money. It might not be what we wanted, but hey, we can ignore a little bit on waiting for that good, stable job while we work the side job, and at the same time we work towards the job we really want. The point is that your priorities have to be met, and then sometimes it's going to be a timely matter. Briley or Breely, thank you so much for subscribing to the channel. Appreciate that. Thank you. But either way, though, that's the point that I'm making here. So go towards what kind of flow is going to take you to your prioritizations. Whatever will meet your priorities, flow with that and go in that direction, okay? All right, Libras, lovely chatting with y'all. Thank you for tuning in. Take it if it applies, leave it if it doesn't, but do enjoy the rest of your November, okay? All right, Team Libra, keeping it popping, pushing, and moving forward. So we have touched base here with all of our Libras. Let's get on into the Scorpios. It's your season. It's your birthday. Happy birthday. Hope it's been going good, man. Hope your season's been going good. Your season has been a very awesome time. I love Scorpionic energy, so it tends to bring a lot of revelations into my life. And hopefully you guys have been having a great time with this energy as well. But either way, let's see what's up. Let's see what's up here for mid-November. What's going on here for Scorpio? Sun, Moon, Rise, and Venus throughout mid-November 2023. Messages coming in here for Scorpio throughout mid-November 2023. Let's go ahead and check it out, everybody. Starting out with the overall energy, the Wheel of Fortune. Taking a look at the current energy, Queen of Swords. Queen of Swords has been a popular card today, huh? Been seeing it come out quite often. What you're dealing with here, Knight of Wands. Looking at the outcome, the Devil showing up here as well. All right, Team Scorpio, let's get into it. First things first, we begin here with the Wheel of Fortune. Typically, a very fortuitous card. It could be the card about cycles coming to an ending, new beginnings manifesting for you. It can be about like end game, so some sort of end game fortune or fortuitous moment. But either way, though, you got a Queen of Swords here and you got a Wheel of Fortune here, and I almost kind of feel like what you're detaching from right now is the end. You're detaching from the goal. It feels like many Scorpios are almost focusing more so on the journey rather than the destination. So this could be about detaching from the idea of a destination right now, thinking not in the future terms, but more so in the present. And I think that's wonderful. I'm a massive supporter of thinking and feeling and being in the present moment, right? When you're living in the future, this is an old saying, but I resonate with that. When you're living in the future, your anxiety is spiked. When you're living in the past, you're depressed. So when you're in that energy, right, it's very difficult. The future, you'll feel anxious. The past, you'll feel depressed. When you're in the present, you're abundant, right? And I think that the whole idea behind that is that right now, you have no control over your past or your future, but you have control in what's in front of you right now, Scorpio. So looking at what you're dealing with here, you have the Knight of Wands. Knight of Wands here represents making moves. I definitely think many of you this month are making moves to create fortuitous change. I think you're recognizing, though, I can't keep waiting for the future with the Wheel of Fortune. I can't keep waiting for the change to just happen and show up one day, and I can't focus on what's happened in my past or regret my past, because that's not going to do anything for me either. So if I want to create these positive changes, it begins right now. And absolutely it does. You know, looking at the outcome here, the Devil. The Devil card represents the energy of feeling stuck. It's almost as if, though, you felt stuck because you've been either A, so focused on the future, B, so focused on the past, or C, maybe both. Maybe you've been focused on both the present and, or sorry, not the present, the future and the past. But I think that a lot of you here are tapping into the key core. It's like, if I want to change my life, it starts now. It starts by being present. It starts by making changes accordingly right here and right now. So I think you're recalibrating yourself. You're becoming more present in mid-November 2023, and that's what's allowing you to make the changes in your life that you desire accordingly. And I love that for you. I really do. You know, the Devil showing up here for you represents the energy of feeling trapped, but it also could represent here a lie of some sort. Like I keep hearing, guys, and I can't get the quote clearly, but basically, like my guys are trying to tell me, like, you were sold a lie. Maybe you were sold a lie by society. You know, maybe you were sold the lie that if you hope for something long enough, you'll get it. At the end of the day, hope is a really tricky thing because hope doesn't mean you'll get anything. More often than not, when people are in a space of hope, they're not taking action. They're not doing what they need to do to get what they want. They're just hoping it all works out. You know, that's not a way to go about things, you know? So you maybe were sold a lie. Maybe you were sold a lie by the people you're invested in, by society, by your parents, whatever it is. But I think that you're unlocking a key factor here this month. And the key factor you're unlocking is how powerful being present truly is. You know, maybe the lie was to always focus on building your future. We hear that every day, don't we, guys, right? Well, you need to build a future right now. You need to focus on saving money for the future. You need to focus on creating a plan for the future. But the plans you're creating for the future don't matter. It's the plans you're creating right now that get you to the future anyways. The money that you save in the future doesn't matter. It's about the money you save now so that it's there in the future, right? So the point is, Scorps, is that being present this month and taking action and initiative to where you want to go to create fortuitous change here with this Wheel of Fortune is what's going to get you exactly what you're looking for. So definitely do keep that in mind. All right, moving on forward, though. Let's see what's showing up in the Oracle for Scorpio. Coming on into mid-November 2023. What do we got for Scorps? Throughout mid-November, what's going to be your oracle? And what do we got? We got here, reach out, baby. There was another zodiac sign that got this today. If I'm not mistaken, it could have been the Leos. It might have been them. But regardless, the reach out card's a good card because it represents, hey, there is something right in front of you. If you want it, you can have it. So essentially, Scorpio, your future will begin now with what you do. And if you reach out and invest and grab the things you want here in your life, you're going to be able to create them, manifest them, and live them and experience them point blank period. So don't be afraid here to start making moves, to start reaching towards the things you desire. And all that starts today. Okay. So Scorpio's really lovely reading. I like it a lot. Take that if it applies, of course, leave it if it doesn't, but do enjoy the rest of your November 2023. And I really appreciate you coming out and spending time with me, man. Happy birthday to all of you. Happy Scorpio season. And I will catch you all in the next one. Take care here, Scorpio. All right. All right, everybody. Finished up our Scorps. We're now going to go ahead and hop on into the lovely Sagittarius. Team Sagittarius, how are ya? Hope all has been well. And let's see what's going on, baby. What do we got going on here for Saggy? Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus. Throughout mid-October. Hello, mid-November 2023. What's going to be going on here for Sagittarius? Throughout mid-November 2023. Starting out with the overall energy, we begin here with the Hermit. Taking a look at the current energy, the Moon card, what you're dealing with here, the Seven of Pence, and then looking at the outcome, we do have here the Judgment card coming on out into play as well. Now, we begin with the Hermit. The Hermit is a very fascinating card because it can represent going in what we call hermit mode, which can be about taking a break, kind of avoiding people, being in a space of avoidance, but it also could be about wisdom, right? The Hermit represents Merlin, who's the wisest of all. So this is the energy that could be representing gaining more wisdom or more insights on something very specific. You know what I think, to be fair? I think that through your emotions this month, Sagittarius, they're going to tell a hell of a lot. And I think that you should be really observing your emotions and observing what it is you're feeling. I told another sign here today, pay very close attention to your feelings. I think it was Taurus, if I'm not mistaken, but pay very close attention in general here, Sagittarius, to what you feel this month, because your feelings will be indicators to what is going to be growing in a positive way for you and what may not be growing at all in your benefit. So I'm getting that sense here this month that your feelings are going to be very great indicators and provide tons and tons of wisdom that are going to help you out here with your path. Now, while that's an interesting way of putting it, looking at what you're dealing with here, Seven of Pentacles is all about what seeds are you planting? What do you want to see grow in your life? What do you want to see transform? What are you working towards? What are you investing in? And I think that if you allow yourself to focus on how you feel about certain investments you make, if you're investing in a new career and it feels good, it is good, right? Because your instincts will tell you. If you're investing in a career and it feels really bad, chances are it ain't the one that aligns with you. Same thing when we're talking about people. Same thing when we're talking about some sort of personal investment you're making. But you always want to pay attention to how you feel, because it's a dead giveaway whether or not something will be for you or something won't, because your instincts will tell you by nature. So looking at the outcome here, the judgment, by paying attention here to your feelings, you'll be able to make the correct judgments going forward, moving throughout the rest here of your mid-November. Very interesting reading. Not necessarily the way I thought it would go, but pretty interesting storyline here for sure. Take it if it resonates, guys, of course. Leave it if it doesn't. But Sagittarius, yeah, I'm trying to think if there's more that I'd want to add on what I'm seeing here. But yeah, I don't think that the Hermit here is about taking a break or anything. It does feel like it's about wisdom. I think that the wisdom you're going to be gaining is from your emotions and what you feel. I think that this is a perfect month to really trust your instincts and trust what it is you're feeling. And if you allow your feelings here to be used and acted as a guide, you're going to be guided exactly where you need to be. I love it. All right, Saggy, moving on forward. Let's see what's up here with your Oracle. So what Oracle card do we got coming in here for Sagittarius regarding November, mid-November 2023? What is going to be the Oracle here for Sag? And what do we got? We got here love. I like it. By the way, do you also notice in the love card that we have this growth here, right? All of these flowers are intertwining and turning into two beautiful leaves in the shape of a heart. So I like this a lot because it kind of correlates to the Seven of Pentacles, right? Pay attention to what you love. Pay attention to investing in things that you love this month. Super duper important, right? That goes back to feelings. What's one of the most powerful feelings that we can feel in this 3D reality? Love. Love is the most powerful feeling we can feel in this 3D reality. So you want to make sure you're allowing yourself to align and invest in what it is you love, in what you care about, in what feels right, okay? And as so long as you continue to follow your heart and follow what you love, I think that you're being guided exactly where you need to be here, Team Sagittarius. So it's a perfect time to do this coming on into mid-November. But guys, take it if it resonates, leave it if it doesn't. Sag, thank you so much for coming out nonetheless, and do have a great rest of your November 2023, okay? All right, Sagittarius, let's keep it popping, pushing, and moving forward. So we have have finished up here our Saggies, we're now going to hop on into our Capricorn. So Team Capricorn, let's see what's up here, baby. What do we got going on for our lovely Cappies? Sun, Moon, Rise, and Venus in the next... Oh man, I keep doing this today. I keep doing in the next 24 hours. It's not the daily. What's going on though, Cappy? In November, mid-November 2023, we'll see what's up. What's going to be showing up here for Capricorns throughout mid-November 2023. Overall energy for you is going to be the Sun. Taking a look at the current energy, we got here the Hierophant. What you're dealing with here, Seven of Wands. Looking at the outcome for you, the Hermit showing up here too. You might be dealing with a Taurus, a Leo, or possibly even a Virgo as well. But I love seeing the Sun, man. Overall energy, the Sun. That's quite wonderful, Capricorns. It represents the energy of happiness. You got a smile on your face. You got good energy showing up here at this time. So feels relatively positive here to start. And looking at the current energy here being the Hierophant is about your devotions, what you've been committed to. I think you're happy because your devotions have paid off, your commitments have paid off. Maybe you've been going through a really tough time of really making sure you've committed hard to, paying off debts. Maybe you've been really committing hard here to your romantic relationship, but I feel like I keep hearing there's a payoff. It's like you worked hard, you stood committed, and now you're benefiting from the results. So it's like you get the fruits of your labor here, Capricorn, and it shows up quite lovely here, jumping into mid-November. Looking at what you're dealing with, Seven of Wands. Seven of Wands here represents needing to kind of remove the distractions, needing to remove the disruptions. I think you needed to completely do you. Anything that was sidetracking you from your goal, you had to kick to the corner, you had to kick to the curb. Looking at the outcome being the Hermit also represents wisdom, but at the same time, it represents needing to do you, staying in your solo dolo zone, staying in your lane, if you will, Capricorn, this second half of the month. So I think that, Cappies, if you allow yourself to stay in your lane, really focus on a goal, stay devoted to the goal that you have in mind and that you have in question, it's going to take you exactly to where you need to go. You're going to reap the rewards of the universe. You're going to get the fruits of your labor. Okay? And that's the main standpoint I'm seeing coming up here. But it is going to have to require tuning out the distractions, whether those distractions may be, if you're paying off debts, those distractions can be a sale, right? Black Friday's coming up. It's like, oh my God, all these sales are coming. It may be a bit distracting. You may want to go splurge on those credit cards that you got to pay off. But at the end of the day, what are we going to do? We're going to pay off those credit cards. We're not going to go buy more shit, So, at the end of the day, that can be a little bit tough, right? But it's like, let's stay focused. Let's remove those distractions. Maybe this is the time right now where you're focusing heavily on creating a business. You may feel very sidetracked right now about how you should be running it or about how XYZ is going on. Maybe right now the best thing to do is focus on what your niche is, what your business is, grow it to the best of your potential, stay in your own lane there, and you'll maximize your growth. So I like it, Cappies. I think that you are going to expect here to see happiness, to see a return on your investment, a good ROI. I think that with the Sun card showing up here, fruits of your labor are coming in, you're happy about it. Stay focused and stay the course. And don't allow those distractions to come on in, okay? Now, let's have a look and see what Oracle card we have in store for you, Capricorn. So, what is going to be your Oracle showing up here in mid-November 2023? What Oracle card is showing up here for Capricorn that they need to hear? And we have here awaiting results. Oh yeah, Capricorn, like I mentioned to you previously, you're going to start seeing the fruits of your labor. And I definitely think that there are more results to come the more you stay focused on staying the course. So Cappy, there's going to be a taste coming in here in the month of mid-November, right? Where it's like, I'm seeing the results. It's good. I'm happy. But remember, you saw that results can happen. You see the possibility. You see it happening in front of you. If you keep on staying on that course and you don't drift off of it, you're going to get the maximum results possible. For some reason, I keep going back to credit card debt. I don't know why. So if you're a Capricorn with credit card debt, you're making your minimum monthly payments. Cool. You can keep adding more at it, attack it, keep throwing more money at it, kill those debts. And let's say, for example, right now, you're starting to see it's happening. It's working. I'm paying things off. It's great. Stay on that course. You pay off the whole fucking card, right? So if you keep on doing what you're doing, you will get the maximum result. All right, Capricorn? I know many of you watching are like, well, I'm not in debt because I'm a fucking Capricorn. I'm good with finances. I know you are, Cappies. I know. My mother's a Capricorn, okay? The way that I watch her with her finances and she could probably be like a little financial guru, okay? So anyways, right, Cappies? I like it a lot for you. Take that if it applies. Leave it if it doesn't. But stay focused, all right? All right, Cappy, let's keep it popping, pushing, and moving forward. Thank you for hopping on out. And, of course, have a great rest of your November. Thank you guys so much, okay? All right, guys, keeping it moving forward. We're hopping on into Team Aquarius. So, Aqua, let's go ahead and see what's up. What do we got going on here for the Aqua, baby? Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus. Throughout mid-November 2023, what's going to be in store here, please, for the zodiac signs of Aquarius? Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus signs throughout mid-November 2023. Overall energy for you, Aquarius, is the Judgment, looking at the current energy, the Nine of Swords, what you're dealing with here, the Page of Wands, and then looking at the outcome, Aquarius, the King of Cups showing up here for you as well. Well, first things first, we do begin here with this Judgment. Now, the Judgment here can represent the energy of giving something a second chance, giving something a chance in general. It can also represent, though, like your own kind of personal judgment on how you're viewing a situation. I think right now, you might be viewing something in a bit of a negative state, I feel, because the current energy here is the Nine of Swords, and the Nine of Swords here represents feeling a little saddened, feeling anxious, you could be feeling frustrated. So I think that right now, the way you're kind of judging a situation is that it's frustrating. But when I see what you're dealing with here being the Page of Wands, something's trying to grab your attention. If you find yourself in your life this second half of the month, Aquarius, feeling anxious, sad, and disappointed, but you are feeling like something is being called, if you're feeling like something is being drawn to you, or you're feeling drawn to something in specific, I think you're getting here an intuitive nudge to help you get pulled out of this Nine of Swords. Nine of Swords can very well likely represent feeling like you're in a slump, feeling like you're a little bit in a bit of an, odd energy. And if you want to pull yourself out of it, pay attention to what is calling to you at this time. Because I think something is with that Page of Wands. I really do feel like something here is trying to grab your attention. It could be a person trying to break through to you. Maybe you have a friend jumping into the second half of November who's checking in on you frequently, who's talking to you. They can see that maybe you're not doing your best right now. And maybe they have a lot to say. Maybe if you do open up to them, or you open up to the idea of hearing them out, you might hear some stuff that could be really valuable and really helpful, that can help you pull yourself out of that Nine of Swords type of moment. Maybe there is a message for you that the universe has been trying to get to you, but maybe you've been so closed off to it. Are you seeing angel numbers, Aquarius? You seeing those 111s, 222s, 333s, 444s, so on and so forth? Are you seeing those? If so, get on a quick Google search, see what they mean. How do they apply to you in your life? Right? But I feel here with that Page of Wands, it's like something or someone is trying to grab your attention, Aquarius. There are going to be signs all over in mid-November for you to pick out to. And if you really open yourself up and bring your awareness to what's going on in your environment, the signs are going to become very, very visible and very, very clear. So that's what I want to say here for you, for sure. Looking at the outcome, King of Cups here is an entire mood change. Going from a Nine of Swords to a King of Cups, that's massive. And I think that if you pay attention to what's calling out to you, you're going to get the message, Aquarius. And once the message is delivered, we're moving out of this Nine of Swords energy straight on in to the King of Cups, okay? So that's the way that I'm going to put it here for you. I think that it's a great time here to bring awareness and attention to what's going on around you. I still feel with the Page of Wands, it could be somebody physical in your life trying to get through to you, reach out to you. It could be messages and repetition that you're noticing everywhere. Pay attention to anything, by the way, that is repeating. If there is repetitive number synchronicities you're seeing, if you're seeing a specific person everywhere, maybe look into that person. If you're seeing a consistent phrase or quote or a similar subject being talked about really often, pay attention to that. Awareness is going to be key this month for sure, as I do think something's heavily trying to grab your attention, but whatever that thing may be, it's going to grant you deep insight to pull you out of this Nine of Swords moment and shift you into that King of Cups, okay? Now, I know that this reading may be a bit vague, but it's going to be so different for so many other Aquarians that still resonate to this scenario, so take what bits do resonate, leave what doesn't. If it's not your story, no worries, but let's have a look into the Oracle, guys. Let's see what Oracle card is coming on out here for you, Team Aquarius. So, what do we have here for Aqua? What Oracle card do they need to hear right now? jumping into mid-November 2023. What do we have for Team Aquarius? Let's go ahead and take a look. What do we got? And we got here the Love Oracle, and we also have here the Throat Chakra as well. Beautiful. Now, I want to talk about the Throat Chakra for a moment because this is all about expression. Now, of course, as you can see, the Throat Chakra resonates with the color blue. If you feel like you need more help expressing yourself, expressing how you feel, getting your point across, being understood, want to recommend real quick, you can do Throat Chakra clearing activities. You can go ahead and look them up on YouTube on how to clear your throat chakra, how to open it up. You can wear the color blue, very great in supporting color of the throat chakra. You can listen to meditations, so no worries there. But the throat chakra here says, Aquarius, it is time right now for you to speak up about how you feel, communicate how you feel to others. And I think that with a love card showing up here too, it's a reminder that you have so much love in your environment. If you feel like you're going through something that is difficult for you to handle on your own, note and acknowledge that people are here 24/7 that want to be there to assist you, that want to be there to help you, that want to be there to hear you out, make you feel better, and allow you to be vulnerable with them. So don't be afraid in facing moments of vulnerability with people that you love this month, speaking up and expressing your truth, as those people will be there for you. And you know exactly who those people are in your life. So really don't feel afraid to embrace vulnerability this month with other people. I think that in doing so, it could be a really great help and great benefits on also pulling you out of this energy over here, this Nine of Swords, okay? Very, very interesting reading, Aquarius. Take it if it resonates, of course, leave it if it doesn't. But I do think here that there's something trying to grab your attention. And the more you tap into your awareness, the more observant you become, the message will become very direct and very clear. Okay, cool guys, take it if it applies, leave it if it doesn't. But Aquarius, thank you for coming out here so much nonetheless. Really do hope you enjoy the rest of your November, but thank you guys, and do have yourselves a good one, okay? All right, Aqua, we're going to keep it popping, pushing, and moving forward. So we have finished up Aquarius. Now we get to move on into Pisces. So Team Pisces, let's see what's going on here for the fish coming into mid-November 2023. Let's have a look here, baby. What do we got going on for the Pisces? Sun, Moon, Rise, and Venus throughout mid-November 2023. What's coming in here for Team Pisces? Sun, Moon, Rise, and Venus throughout mid-November 2023. Overall energy for you is going to be the World card. Taking a look here at the current energy, the Seven of Swords. What it is you're dealing with, Pisces. Four of Wands. Looking at the outcome, Pisces. Two of Wands showing up here as well. Wow. All right, we start out here first and foremost with the energy of the World card. Now, World card here represents that you're in a period of time where it is a ending and closing of a cycle. When there is one door that closes, though, inevitably another door opens. So this is the ending of some chapter in your life as a new chapter is beginning. Now I see here with the current energy being the Seven of Swords, something definitely led to that chapter closing. And I feel that the Seven of Swords has everything to do with it. Seven of Swords is a card in the tarot that can be represented as lying, cheating, stealing. It is the generalized card of deception. It's the generalized card of potentially hurting another person, causing energy of jaded energy, causing pain, causing things of that nature. And I think that with what you're dealing with here being the Four of Wands, Four of Wands here represents the energy of a close environment, people you value, people you love. It represents stability. So it almost kind of feels to me that in mid-November, Pisces, there is a chance possibly that maybe somebody here could be breaking trust, right? In reference to somebody you're very close to. Four of Wands here could be the card that could represent that, or I'm sorry, Four of Wands paired with the Seven of Swords could be a pair that could represent that somebody close to you here can cause jaded moments jumping into mid-November. So I think that you're finding yourself at a bit of a crossroads here. Looking at the outcome, Two of Wands, what do I do? Because I feel like a chapter's over with somebody, after they have either deceived me or hurt me in some sort of way. And I definitely think to a major degree as well with the Seven of Swords, this level of deception or this level of hurt also comes as a bit of a shock or a bit of a surprising kind of energy as well. So like I said, crossroads energy is showing up here with the Two of Wands. It's like, do I forgive and do we move forward? Or do I allow myself to let go and do I change up this association? So it's tough, guys. I think you're seeing a bit of a 180 is what I'm hearing for some of you too. This could be about somebody switching up, somebody doing a 180 on you, and it was least expected. Let's get more clarity, Pisces. I feel like we need it, okay? Let's get more clarity here. Tell me about the Seven of Swords. What is this Seven of Swords moment showing up for Pisces throughout mid-November 2023? We have here the Ten of Swords, we have here the Tower, and we have here the Six of Wands. Well, I do want to say, with these three cards coming out for you, you are going to be better off without someone. So, or without a situation, right? Maybe there's a job that's been deceiving you, who knows? But I see here that the Two of Wands is also a card that's showing up that it's opening up new gates and new doorways in your life, which is cool. As you can see, these gates are opening, so it's like, screw this wand, screw that wand, let's just go through the gate. So I think that Pisces overall, you're going to experience a moment of a blessing in disguise. So somebody here could hurt you. Somebody here, unfortunately, could, cause some sort of pain. Somebody here could maybe be doing something deceptive. And it does feel like it could be about something that is pretty close to you or something that's been pretty stable in your environment. If we're not talking about people, could be your career, could be something else. But I don't want Pisces who are watching to freak out and say, hey, Ant, this sucks. This is bad news. Because here's the thing. There is no bad news happening here when what comes next is so much better. Six of Wands is a massive card of success. It's about being on the right track, being on the right path. So I feel a blessing in disguise moment happening because what is not really serving you anymore is now going to start to be you guys being redirected to something so much better, So this is the energy here of redirection, I think. And right now I feel like it's heavily needed with the World card because a new chapter has to begin in your life and the new chapter is going to be quite wonderful. So Pisces, I know some of you might look at this as a negative. You might look at this and zonk this reading and say, hey, it sucks and it's terrible, right? I don't want anything bad to happen. And honestly, there could be a vast majority of Pisces who are watching that are not going to resonate with this entirely. So please don't put this as, oh my God, this is going to happen. If you're not resonating with it, it is not going to be your story. If it makes sense, you already know what's up. But besides that standpoint for Pisceans watching, I just want to make it very known here that right now rejection is going to be God's protection. If you are seeing something happen and you didn't expect it coming, maybe you're seeing somebody's true colors being revealed with the Seven of Swords. It's a blessing that you saw them for who they were. You might have saw the real shitty and crappy side of them, but it's better to know that now than to figure that out 15 years later. Right? And when you really put that in perspective, it would be way better to associate with better people than people who are deceiving or deceptive. Right? So it's going to be a moment, Pisces, where it could get a little intense here in mid-November, but with no sugarcoating and no bullshit, it could be really fucking intense. But the truth is that it works out for the best for you because what comes afterwards is going to be something truly wonderful. Okay? So rejection's God's protection, but the key here is that you're meant for redirection. All right? All right, Pisces. Let's go ahead and move it forward. Let's have a look here at the Oracle and see what shows up for you. What is going to be the best Oracle message showing up here for Pisces coming on into mid-November 2023? We had two cards fall out, Pisces. Well-deserved reward, sadness, and isolation. There you go. I mean, I told you guys that a well-deserved reward will happen. Redirection will happen. Blessing in disguise type of moment. So you're going to get here. But first, you might experience here. Right? Sadness and isolation sucks. Endings suck. Betrayal suck. Seeing people's true colors suck. It fucking sucks. I know, it sucks. But where you end up going is here. So Pisces, you'll be on the up and up in no time. Go with the flow for now. Be patient with yourself. Feel things out. Deal with your circumstances as best as you can. But what's coming in the future, guys, will be that well-deserved reward. What's coming in the future, guys, will be that success. So right now, it may not feel like all of it makes sense. It may feel like it all sucks, but it'll be a blessing in disguise here, Team Pisces, okay? All right, my fish, I love you. Thank you for tuning in. Take it if it resonates, of course. Leave it if it doesn't. But Pisces, do have a wonderful rest of your November. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you for your love and your support. And Pisces, wishing you well, okay? Let's keep it popping, pushing, and moving forward. And with that all being said, guys, thank you all so much for coming out here to your mid-November 2023 tarot reading. Shout out to all of the Zodiac for tuning in today. Thank you guys so much. I do want to mention, of course, if you enjoyed today's video, definitely do drop a like, man. The support really helps out so much on the channel. Drop a like and a comment. It means a lot. Of course, if you did enjoy this video and you have not not yet hit that subscribe button, hit that subscribe button. I'd be more than happy to welcome you here into my soul family with open arms, okay? All right, everybody. If you do want to go ahead and get yourself that personal reading discount, guys, remember code November23 for 20% off on 15-minute personal readings. My website is CancerMoonsTarot.com. First link in the description below. Do take advantage of that November code. It'll be lasting all November long, but after the last day of November here, it will no longer be available. So do take the advantage while you can, if you will, before the discount does go away. But either way, though, everybody, love and appreciate you. It's been an honor to read for you. I love you guys. Thank you so much for your support, and I will catch everybody in the next video. Much love to my soul family, and guys, take care and have yourselves a good one. Peace.